Alright, very rocky descent down through here. But it looks like it's getting ready to open up. We'll get a little bit of a long, nicer run here. Down to waypoint 37. That was a fun descent. Just take your time, do it slowly. Use your 4-low or whatever you've got to help control your brakes so they don't overheat. Find out what that rattle is in the back. I've looked and I've looked. I cannot figure out what it is that's making that sound. Every time I get an opportunity, like in a little bit of a straightaway, to look over my shoulder, it stops. It's almost like it knows I'm looking at it. I'm in 4-low, 8-speed, talking about 2,200 RPM. So it's about as fast as I want to go at 4-low, about 22 miles an hour. We're going to stop down here at this campground. And check it out. To the left there, to an open area. Copy, just coming up on waypoint 37.
So, I'm going to go out on the main road and then exit into the campsite because I went down to the creek there and you could probably do it easier than me, but like no need to when there's a road. So, I'm at the paved road and I'm just going to go across the bridge and into the campsite.
Copy. Alright, so here is the waypoint 37, which is the, well, it says left turn. Well, I think I'm going to go over to the campsite with him because I think he looked at the wrong way, I think. Anyway, well, I think he's going to the campsite is why I didn't want to cross the creek. Okay, I've got him now.
You think we're supposed to go on the highway?
Okay, turning left here. I don't think so. It says, okay, it says turn left after completing the gradual descent from the mining ridge. The dirt trail intersects Colorado 141. Turn left onto the highway for about 1.5 miles. Yeah, so we need to come back and get on the highway.
Yeah, there's a fence up here that's blocking the trail.
The rim rocker will resume as dirt shortly. So, yep, looks like we're going to get on the road. All right, everybody, this is why Trails Off-Road is really helpful to use, because if you're just using the map, it's pretty hard to tell.
You gotta cross into the dirt on the other side. If you can pull in before I did and see if that's a rim rocker marker.
It is.
admit the markers have been nice.
Yes, they have been. Okay, so we're back on the trail. Didn't seem like it was a mile and a half. Just had a little bit of a shimmy, like the beginnings of a little death wall.
Right, so we just crossed 141, so we're on the final panel of the Colorado site, so still got a ways to go to the Buckeye Reservoir, but that may make for a good place for potty breaks and lunch, I don't know.
I concur. Washout area here. Pinstriping action here, Colorado style. Broncos beware. That's interesting. We're off-road and there's a stop sign.
Pretty narrow.
Alright, just crossed over the highway there.
I'm going to bring some loppers. I just can't lop that crap off.
Waypoint 38 is the Q13 road. We're going to turn right and cross a bridge. Okay, this is waypoint 38. Cross over. And over the narrow bridge here. Marker Trail.
Does it say there's a campsite here on your fall?
Stand by. Alright, this is waypoint 39, so this is way on the road. We just came up across the bridge and through
Now they
a
changed where
parking
they
lot.
put the R, the mirrored R down at the bottom instead of the top. Threw me off.
Oh yeah, you're right. Here we go. Good climb. This is where I just leave it in low auto and just let the engine decide what torque it wants. Take it at E-Save and put it over to hybrid. And give it some juice for some motor if it needs it. The P2 motor in the transmission can help out a little bit.
So I got
electrics.
these 4-wheel drive modes that I hardly ever use. I finally decided to turn one on. Now I'm going to come out a little.
Yeah, situations like that, it's a lot easier on the transmission to put it in low. Well, there's a pretty cool feature. You see those a lot in Utah, but not so much in Colorado. Okay, this is, well, should be waypoint 40 here, which is S12 of your left. I think we're getting ready to head into some pretty barren area here. And during our stop there, did a little phone call since we had some reception, checking in back home. Otherwise, most of my communications has been with my Garmin inReach using the satellite feature. I go ahead and pay for the expedition plan, so I got unlimited texts. I've got weather, and we even used it to pull the weather last night in the area where we had no cell signal at all. And oh gosh, I found out what that squeaking is in the back. What my fridge sitting on the platform that I built. It's the platform. There's probably two boards where they've joined together there are rubbing, and that's what's causing the squeaking. So now that I know, now I get to figure out how to fix it. So there's nothing I can do on this trip here where I can mitigate that, I don't believe. Might be able to switch the fridge over to the other side, but then it wouldn't be secured down to anything. But I might be able to do that, just move locations, and that might be able to mitigate it a little bit, because it is a little bit irritating, I have to admit. Alright, rough here. Come up with some hard rock. Kind of reminds me of some of the trails now in Moab. In fact, I think I see, there's a little structure right there. Some of that cryptobiotic type soil that you see in Moab that you're not supposed to step on because it holds moisture. There's an organism in it. And when it rains, it swells and it holds moisture, which helps it to all this vegetation to be able to have life-sustaining water up here. Anyway, this has been a really nice trail. I've really enjoyed this. Although it favors the rooftop tent for camping. You gotta know that. A lot of the spots that we see all over the place, little one-spotters is good enough to pull it like a vehicle in and pop up a rooftop tent. But if you had a ground tent, you'd be a lot more challenged in being able to find some spots along here. Climbing up. Where's this mesa to the left? And we should be coming up on the next waypoint here, which is waypoint 41. It says Q13 road, left turn. It's probably up just past where Jess just turned there. Sign right here. Yeah, there's waypoint 41. with the electrics. Right now I'm ascending in on battery. Engine's back on. Like about the 4xe is when I stopped there, I forgot to put it back in the e-safe mode and it was in hybrid, and so I'm down to 20%. I've been up at 61, so now I get to go back and do some adjustments here, see if I can charge my battery back up again. Switch it from battery save to battery charge now. And the engine's going to run full time until it gets to where I want it to be for the battery, at least about 50%. It's going to take probably another couple of hours. So they're supposed to be coming out with a software update where it's supposed to latch where it was at on the last setting, which would be nice. Because I thought it was strange that it went to hybrid to battery going up that hill. That's what caught my attention. The something must not be right on the setting. So, oh man, woo, fun stuff. This is an awesome trail. Okay, looks like we're up on top. I'll bring you back in the next waypoint. Alright, so this is the next waypoint. It's called 42 Option Climb. You could go left, which my buddy did. He ended up here in front of me. Or you can go straight, which I'm going to do. They're both about the same, but just one's different than the other. Actually, I think I might just put this in before low. And it's nice about having 37s. I'm just gonna rocky section here, a rocky climb. Come back up on the other side of the mesa. LaSalle's off to the right there. It's rougher than rougher than it looked.
I guess those are LaSalle peaks over there at 230.
Roger that. I think those are LaSalle's, yeah. We're definitely on top of this mesa now. Remnants of an old vehicle right there. Pretty good pinstriping down the side of my vehicle when we were down by the road. We had to cross over, go through that little sandy pit, and then cross back over, and then parallel again. I really got trashed on my right side. So anybody doing that little section, I would just say turn that 1.5 mile road into a 3 mile road trip and just skip that little section there, unless you love to have pinstripes down the side of your vehicle. I've probably got about 30 little branches that went down the right side. Yeah, it's not going to be pretty, but that's what four wheeling's about, though. If you're not willing to get the pinstripes, don't come out here.